everyone, and welcome to another high-elo game of Age of Empires. Today, the only two players in the game to have broken the 2900 elo ceiling on the ranked ladder face off against one another, as Heart, playing as the Bengalis in red, prepares to take on Hera, playing as the Tatars in blue. Now while the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings and try to get their butts up to Feudal Age ASAP, not a bad opportunity for us to take a look at the Civ matchup that we are going to be watching today. The Bengalis are an elephant civilization through and through. All of their elephant units take less bonus damage, are more resistant to conversion, and can be upgraded to attack 20% faster. In addition to that, all of their melee cavalry do come with a small attack bonus against skirmishers, which does make Feudal Age defense a little bit easier in the event that we see some skirmisher wars. Now to support their slow, gray, wrinkly, butted units, their elephants, pardon me, on the battlefield, Bengali monks come with a huge +3/+3 armor boost, and their unique unit, the Ratha, is one of the most versatile but also absolutely hated units in the game, being a chariot unit that can actually switch between ranged attacks and melee attacks with trample damage. Now to support their army, grow an economy as big as frickin' possible, every single Bengali town center does spawn 2 free villagers whenever the next age is reached. I'm going to make my usual promise that I'm going to try my darndest to keep an eye on these town centers as we go up in age to see where Heart sends his 2 free villagers. And speaking of villagers, their entire villager population and monk population can be put on a bit of a forced diet. And the way that works is they take up 10% less population space when you research the Mahayana upgrade. The way that works is not really magic. It's instead of 1 population unit, each villager, each monk takes up 0.9. That way, in the Imperial Age, you can use that extra population. Where's this villager going? To, I don't know, maybe build more army, maybe build even more economy, support even more elephants, fingers crossed. In any event, that is the Bengali civilization. Let's pivot to the right side of the map, where we've got Hera playing as the Tatars in blue, a civilization that does everything it possibly can to push you towards mounted units. Their cavalry archers come with a +2 line of sight boost. They get Parthian tactics and thumb ring for free. Some of their mounted units, looking to use scout line units, step lancers, and cavalry archer line units, can be upgraded to get more armor, and both, not 1, but 2 of their unique mounted units, of their unique units are in fact mounted. The first is the Flaming Camel, basically a mounted petard. Comes with a massive attack bonus against cavalry, camels, and elephants, +200 against elephants. Although remember, Bengalis, their elephants take 25% less bonus damage. Now the second unique mounted unit of the Tatars is the Keshik, a medium cavalry unit that actually generates gold every time it pokes and prods an enemy unit. This can be very useful in the later stages of the game as gold becomes more scarce, raids become more frequent, and you can poke and prod your way into a few free units. Now once your army is out on the field of battle, very important for the Tatars to take this, the high ground, because instead of the usual 25% extra damage that units do in this game when they fight downhill, the Tatars, they do 50% more damage. This becomes even more important during the late stages of the game once trebuchets start coming out, because the Tatar Treb can be upgraded to get extra range, capping out at, get this, 19 frickin' tiles of range on a fully upgraded Tatar Treb. Now to help feed the warriors and the beasts that they ride. Ooh, wait a second. Heart, you're in the wrong part of town. I don't know that you want to take on this many villagers. Hera, trying to tame the wild stallion that the scout is riding on, but Heart just pivots to the north and runs the hell away. As I was mentioning, to help feed the warriors and the beasts that they ride, Tatar herdables do contain 50% more food, and starting in the Castle Age, once you plop down a new TC, you do get 2 free sheep, which, together with the feature I just mentioned, is basically 300 food for every new town center that you construct, minus, of course, the decay time on the 2 herdables. So I guess in essence, we've got 2 free villagers per TC, taking on 2 free sheep per TC. I guess I could make a joke about people being sheeple, or stuff like that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll take the high road this time. We won't make any kind of sexual innuendo or any kind of political adjacent humor at this point. In any event, as Hera now moves forward to see where is the Bengali, runs into the primary stone patch, so he knows he's in the right area, pivots to the south, should come into contact with the barracks. There we go. So now both players have an idea of where each other's bases are. Let's take a look at the actual attack path. Pretty open in the center with the exception of a forest. And that's pretty much it. Looks like our Tatar is in Feudal. And oh my goodness, for the first time in a long time, let's see where the 2 extra villagers go for our Bengali. There they are. They pop out with baskets in their hands. And so they are heading straight for the beautiful lemon bushes with the pretty blue butterflies. Let's take a look at the Bengali base. Primary gold off to the back. Primary stone we saw kind of exposed, but not really on the attack path, is it? So we'll see whether or not Hera, who knows exactly where it is, will make an issue of this stone patch. Secondary gold off to the top right. Tertiary gold off to the bottom left, as is an extra patch of stone. So resources not very nicely located here for our Bengali, but he does have a nice forest in the forward position. Perhaps not the thickest of forests. So we'll see whether or not there's any kind of ranged harassment from our Tatar in blue. But he's also got a forest off to the side. Not the worst length to wall this off, but this doesn't extend to the end of the world. Ooh, and he hasn't seen that it doesn't. And so we'll see how our Bengali decides to wall off his base, if he even decides to do that at all. Speaking of bases, Hera's gold in basically the same position as the Bengali's gold. Oh, wait a second. Did Hera scouts? Yeah, they took a bit of poking and prodding here from this one spearman, having done no damage. Did they go after that villager? Ooh, they tried to get that villager. He survives with 4 HP. Might want to send him on farming duty. No, he is on construction duty, but a bit of an odd construction duty. Is not too sure what he's going to accomplish here. Can't really pick berries when you're stuck behind some palisades, but some reinforcing scouts come in. We'll be able to shoo Hera's forces away, especially since Hera's forces have taken a bit of a beating from that spearman, and now he's going on farming duty. You see, I don't know that you want to put him this far. Oh, never mind. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I love when pro players do this. Hera, why is red pinging over here? What was going on that Heart felt the need? And again, he's pinging? Maybe somebody wants to take these box turtles? Hey, let's not fight. Let's not disturb the box turtle population. In any event, silliness aside, Tatar primary gold kind of in the same position as the Bengali primary gold, off to the north, kind of, but not really exposed, not really on the attack path. Primary stone very much in the forward position, much like the Bengali primary stone. And where are Hera's extra resources? Me, oh my. Both of his secondary and tertiary gold patches very far out front. And where's the secondary stone? Oh, very far to the back. Okay, so at least he's got secure stone. Man, what is going on with these atrocious Arabia spawns? Both players' resources are pretty ugly. Not gonna lie. Hera not even bothering to use his forests as any kind of coverage. Says, you know what, I'm just gonna wall off the whole forward portion of my base, which is a little odd. Hera already at the 13-minute mark, completely walled in, full on Howard Hughes. No way in, no way out. Hey, germaphobes. What's the opposite of a worst nightmare? A greatest fantasy? Red. Ooh, you came in. Oh, wait a second. Hera's got 1 weak scout here. And the weak scout's in the front. Uncharacteristic oversight here by our Tatar in blue. If Red wanted to, he could turn around and snipe that one scout. And he does exactly that. Heart gets the first kill of the game after a bit of an oversight there out of Hera. Usually he sends those weaker scouts on scouting patrol outside of the kind of main area that he's seen, off to the north, off to the south, where there's dark spaces on the mini-map, to look for relics, resources, attack paths, because he's the Tatars. Also elevation is very important to find on this map, and there you can see Hera trying to hug the high ground here. But wow, okay. I mean, fantastic out of our Bengali so far to have noticed that he was, hey, wait a second, there might be 4 or 5 scouts chasing me, but that Vanguard, the first scout, he is incredibly weak. So why don't I just turn around and get a few whacks off at him, kill him, and get the Rambo first blood of the game prize, I guess is the way to put it. Speaking of, we've got a bit of a wall off happening on the Bengali side of the map, double wall off. Okay, a bit of a butt-shaped wall off here with a palisade gate in the center. So let's see, we saw recently MBL and Heart playing, recently, I mean yesterday, and MBL took a good number of resources in the inner portion of his settlement, picks off another unit, does our Bengali, but Hera gets a kill as well, exchanging a spearman for a spearman. Let's see what our Bengali has taken inside his base 2 patches of gold and a stone pile, leaving his extra gold and extra stone off campus. Hera, for his part, hasn't taken a single secure resource. I mean, you can argue stone and gold, but they're not secure at all. Not if archer units start coming forward. Both players are heading up to Castle Age, so we didn't really stick around Feudal. Hera evens up the kill count with another spearman kill. He is playing very defensive because Heart wants to bust into here. Okay. A bit of mismanagement, mismicro, whatever you want to call it, of the Bengali army. Nets Hera a few extra kills. He takes the kill lead 5-3. 5-4, 6-4. It's like an auctioneer. Hey, 5-4, 6-4, 7-5, 7-6. Sold to the Tatar, who takes the final kill lead 7-6. And again, Hera is again, there is a weak scout in the forward position chasing, but both scouts are pretty damn weak, and so players disengage. Castle Age for our Tatar. Immediately a second TC, does not have the wood for a third. And once this TC goes up, we'll see those 2 pretty sheep with their blue Instagrammable bandanas. Full health Bengali scout taking on, but let's see. We're going to have a real battle of the high ground here, because even at half health, the Tatar scout might win this if he takes the high ground. Oh, maybe not anymore. Not with 3 HP, just one more wackadoo, and down he goes. Oh my god, look at me for the 2nd time in a row. And there they go. What do they have? Axes in their hands? I know I fixate on these sometimes. I just love to see these bonuses in action. Everybody knows. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. The few people who regularly watch my videos know that I love to watch these Civ bonuses in action, whether it's the Turkish scouts becoming light cav, maturing to hussars, or the Bulgarian militia line units. Doesn't really matter. I love to see it all. And here we go. The thickness of the forest coming to haunt our Bengali, who has to escape, but he's escaping to a nice 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's say 2.5 forests to the rear of his base. Double wall off continuing here for our Bengali. Why are these players both walling themselves in? Hera pumping out some cav archers. I've focused in on these, but haven't really pointed out that our Bengali has gone up to 3 TCs. There are those 2 sheeps. Those sheeps. Oh my goodness. Those 2 sheep already dead. Already being hacked and hewed and harvested, their organs and their meat for some haggis. It looks like that one hero scout who managed to get the earlier blue scout now lies dead as well. Or were you? No, never mind. You are the hero scout. Now being sent out on scouting duty. And Hera breaches his own palisades to build a 3rd TC himself. Same exact villager count. So even though our Bengali does have more TCs, Hera had his 2nd up and running much earlier, since he had hit Castle Age much earlier. A monk just got sniped by a bunch of skirmishers. And let's see what's going on here. Husbandry for one player, elite skirmisher for the other player. And yeah, I mean, resources are kind of low for everybody, except that our Bengali has a good amount of gold. I was going to say, usually when the players kind of, but not really, invest in military infrastructure at this level, kind of suggests they don't want to stay in this age long, right? Ooh, Knight is getting body blocked by the skirmishers, who are at the same time attacking the cav archers. Fantastic play by Heart. Hera suicides his own Knight instead of giving him to the Bengalis. So what a double nice micro situation here for our Bengali, who was body blocking the Knight to keep him here so that the monk could get him once he eventually popped out, but at the same time also firing on the cav archers, getting a kill. So as I was saying, because I don't really see a lot of in military industrial complex, right? There's just 2 archery ranges. What does our Bengali even have? I don't think he's got 2 of anything. Got a single archery range, a single barracks, a single stable. There's no move out. There's a 4th town center going up for him. He really wants those extra villagers. So something like this indicates to me, and Hera suicides another unit. Okay. Well, very greedy, doesn't really want to give up that unit. This tells me the players are going to be rushing up to Imperial, right? Am I bonkers, or are we going to see, like, Hera's training 1 Knight, Heart's training nothing. He's gone up to a bunch of skirmishers. He's getting more upgrades on the skirmishers. Can't really see what the game plan is if you're just going to go skirmishers. I mean, the Tatars have such good melee cavalry as well. They can overrun your skirmishers, but in any event, the players not really fighting into one another. Hera's not really trying to breach into here. The one time he did, he killed his own unit. Our Bengali hasn't been on this side of the map since maybe even Feudal Age, right? No, never mind. He's seen it here, but he hasn't seen the extra TC. A fourth TC. Yeah, they're definitely going up to Imperial. Hera's getting stone mining. I mean, come on. Farms getting lamed here. Cav archers using their mobility to run around. Remember, high ground, high ground, high ground. Which means that these farms and villagers for the Bengali are going to be taking extra damage. Knights are going to catch out an errant skirmisher who, with his dying breath, shoots one javelin. Where are these skirmishers going individually to their deaths? To be fair, I love what Hart is doing here around the map, just kind of roaming with small groups of skirmishers. If he can catch a cav archer here and there, why the hell not? If you can soften him up, why the hell not? Now, I've mentioned this before, Hera, one of the best babysitters in the game, and so I'm not going to be shocked if I see a monk somewhere here start healing these units. Hera is ahead 2 relics to 1, speaking of monks, and a market is going up for our Bengali, who is very close to getting up a castle. Hera's still a few hundred stone away. There is also 1 relic. I mean, Hart's base is just fantastic. This is an absolutely epic base. Now, it is large. You might want to stonewall some portions of it. I know pro players seem almost allergic to stonewalling, but he might want to stonewall some of the southern portions. And here we go. Bengali force is moving south. Hera's got 800, 900 gold, 888casino.com, 750 food. Yeah, you kind of figure once the players don't really... how do I put this? When players of this caliber, who are both known to be aggressive if they want to be, and very powerfully aggressive if they want to be, are not aggressive at all, are not really building anything at all, then you kind of suspect that they're saving their resources for Imperial Age for our Tatar. Hart has the resources, but in reverse, he's got 800 food, 1,000 gold. Okay, just clicked up, then canceled, then clicked up again. Maybe he clicked in the wrong town center, but finally choosing his OG town center to click up. Hera establishing himself here with a center map castle that our Bengali is going to suss out very quickly, but the castle... Okay, he can engage into here. It's still at 60%. He can get 1 or 2 villagers. There we go. There you go. No, don't be scared. You're a skirmisher with +2 armor. You don't need to be too super scared. Hera, for his part, is going after the monks. The monks get 1. They get 2 cavalry archer conversions, but all 4 of them end up dying. Yeah, now you got to get the hell out of here. The converted cav archers died, but the skirmishers survived. Rathas are out. Bloodlines getting researched for them as well, as is husbandry. Okay, let's see it. We're 1 minute and 40 seconds away from Imperial Age for both players. Lion is not going to survive very long. Now, husbandry and cav archers, yes! Husbandry, oh my god, husbandry and cav archers. Husbandry and bloodlines, I was going to say, also apply not only to Rathas, but to elephants, and we're getting elephant archers. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. You love it. Random monk in the middle of nowhere. But let's see whose micro is faster. Let's see who wants it more. Oh, I got so excited. Then he researched the light cavalry upgrade. No. There's pikes. So elephant archers. Remember, it applies to all elephants, both archer and melee. Also applies to their Rathas. This is still going on. Oh, he's outpost rushing him. I mean, I don't understand why it's a dick move, but it's considered by many to be a dick move. in Age of Empires to outpost rush your opponent. Hera should see 2 of these, doesn't see the 3rd, because of course he doesn't have our God's Eye caster view. Bracer, chemistry, 2-man saw, conscription. This is all, well, I guess the heavy plow more important than bow saw. Or pardon me, 2-man saw for the elephant archers. They are a food gold unit, not a wood gold unit. Castle going up just in time. Kinder. Oh, I was waiting to say Kinder surprise right as it goes up, but now it's Hera's turn. Not with skirmishers, but with cav archers to punish this castle. But I guess I could still say surprise. The castle's up. He saves 6 villagers, but man, oh man, did that was a costly construction project there for our Bengali, who loses a bunch of villagers. And there we go, finally! Stonewall is going up. The last thing you want to do is have to fight against a whole bunch of light cavalry that bust into your base. You know Hera, if he gets light cavalry, and as Tatars, he does get Hussars. By the way, Hussars with extra armor if he wants them. You better be prepared. You better be walled off fully. Hera plus Hussar equals bad, bad time. And Hera thought that this was open. But does he care? He's got the high ground. These Rathas are going to fall very, very quickly. They are not elite. They are taking 50% more damage instead of 10. This is a 15 attack. So is it any surprise our Tatar is taking the better trades here? But, will he get one more before he dies? He does not. And the Rathas, I don't think are going to get replaced. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The men in their baskets with their bows and arrows are going to have fun plumes on the elephants now. There we go. Now that they're elite. Now, going elephants against the Tatars is always... And now he's got Hussars as well. Oh, God. Okay, you better wall in your base. Let's see how good this is walled in. This is garbage. House in a palisade. The south, beautifully walled in. The north, I mean, he's going to have to rely on super slow-moving elephants to body block against the Hussars. Hera's not even bothering to go through the south. He's just going straight to the north here. And he's going to outrun these elephants. Elephants might want to move left preemptively here. Cav archers joining in on the fight. I was about to say, or I guess I was saying, going elephants against the Tatars is a big ball move. Because they've got, again, the mounted petard known as a flaming camel that comes with a 200 attack bonus against elephants. Now, again, that is dulled against the Bengali elephant that takes 25% less bonus damage, but I still think that's what? I can never understand Age of Empires mathematics. Does that mean it's 150? Or does that mean it's 160 bonus damage? Okay, Hussars. They managed to penetrate, but not too sure what they're doing, kind of hanging around here. Also, an attack in the front. Hera's going after the Trebs, it looks like. He's unfurled his own to the south. Okay, maybe not using the Hussars to the best of their abilities here. He has gotten 2 of the 3 Trebs, one last one remaining. It looks like the attack in the internal portion of the settlement has been stopped. The external is now under attack. Yeah, somebody in the comments let me know. Because I'll give you an example of the wonkiness of Age of Empires mathematics. Your average infantry unit attacks on a 2. Japanese infantry attacks 33% faster. So you would imagine all you need to do is take 2 and multiply it by 2/3, right? Or subtract a third. Logically, intuitively, that's what you would think would happen. But no, they attack on a 1.5, which is 25% less. Oh, no, he doesn't manage to get the gate up in time. And yet another body of Hussars enters. But you know what? Our Bengali does have 140 villagers. He has cleared up the Trebs, which, by the way, I think I saw Timurrid Siegecraft +2. I hope Hera doesn't think you need to research Timurrid Siegecraft to get siege, to get flaming camels. And flaming camels are actually coming! It used to be that you needed to research Timurrid Siegecraft to unlock flaming camels. Now you just get them automatically in the Imperial Age. Oh no, and this is Hera in his element. All of a sudden, 20 villagers have dropped. Look at the villager kill count, 51-3. So again, I ask one last time, if the flaming camel attacks on a 200 bonus against elephants, right? I think it's 200. What? Why did I think it was 200? I'm gonna have to, Well, I guess all my mathematics didn't really matter at all, did it? It's not 200 at all. Looks like the internal attack again has been cleared up. Hera has revealed that he's got flaming camels, and so our Bengali needs to be very careful. Ooh, all of that for just one elephant. Beautiful, beautiful maneuvering there out of our Bengali. But again, now he's more and more under attack, more and more Hussars. Hera's going up to 37. He's also got 13 flaming camels being trained at any given moment. This Hussar is attacking up here. One skirmisher attacking up here. More Hussars have entered the base, but it's finally walled. No, it's not walled in yet. He needs a meat shield. You can't leave 9 flaming camels out like this in the open. In they come. Let's see if Heart can micro again. Okay, he's killing them one at a time, which is weird. No, how many died there? And that's all it... that's all it really takes. That's all it really takes. Why was he killing one at a time? This happens with longbows, by the way, a lot. And with clusters of archers on the whole. Even though there's 31, if you leave them and you don't micro them perfectly, which to be fair is a very hard thing to do, nigh impossible to be fair when you're being ransacked all over the place, they just attack one flaming camel at a time. So let's see, we've got 31 elephants, 9 flaming camels, 8, 7. See, he's attacking them one at a time. 6, 5, 4. He's killed 2 so far. Okay, so 9 flaming camels for 10 elephants. That's a third of these elephants, and is it any surprise after that? And flaming camels, by the way, are like siege onagers. If you're not paying attention, this is a blink of an eye game-changing unit. If Heart is microing over here and trying to stop the flow of Hussars, those 9... where are they? Flaming camels would have destroyed all of these elephant archers. We wouldn't have gotten 10. He would have gotten all 31. If he wasn't microing them, and by the way, if you're not microing them, if you are microing them over here, well, then you're not microing them over here. And Hera's just running amok. 60 villager kills to 3 at the end of the game. Kill count not too dissimilar, about 10% apart. 140 to 154. Okay, not the biggest of threats up north. Not the biggest of threats up north as well. Did he get any kills? Only 1 villager kill. But now, is this closed yet? No, it's not even closed. Yikes, and the villager's right there. That villager's about to die. Elephant's about to die. Again, elephant archers, as cool and chunky as they are, unfortunately they do attack. Speaking of longbowmen, same 11 attack when fully upgraded. But the flaming camel for the win here. Hera just distracting his opponent. He's also trebbing down this castle. Does he have siege engineers? Yes, he does. Look at that range. Look at that freaking range. I don't think he even needs to be here. I think he can be... Can he even take this high ground? I feel like he doesn't really need to be this close, right? Because this is 11 tiles. So add another 8. I think he could be like over here if he wanted to be. In any event, doesn't really matter. What a fantastic conclusion. Although, look at the stats. An unfortunate conclusion. A fantastic but unfortunate conclusion to the game. Our Bengali still survives with villagers at 133 count. But remember, this unit costs food. It does not cost wood. Even though it is an archer unit. Man, oh man, do those elephants. They eat a lot. That reminds me, by the way, there's that funny video online of these elephants. I think it's always in Thailand because they're so smart, those elephants that they have in Thailand. One of them pretends to just sit in the middle of the road, injured, or it's like limping, or it's sitting or lying down, as a truck carrying a bunch of food comes along, and then other elephants pop out and start eating the food on the truck as it stops to take care of that one elephant in the front. It's like the Velociraptor hunting scene from Jurassic Park, except they don't kill the truck drivers. They just eat the food, and they become so smart at stopping truck convoys. And it's if you haven't seen that video or the story about it, definitely go on social media and check it out. It's so adorable. Elephants are so cute. Maybe not when they've got giant baskets with men with bows and arrows on them, but elephants are super duper cute. Ultimately, though, if you're spending your food replenishing your villager count, that is food you are not using to replenish your elephant count. And like I said, blink of an eye, game-changing unit here, this flaming camel. And why did I think a 200 bonus against war elephants? Why did I think that? Is it because these also have cavalry armor? They have war elephant and cavalry armor. So maybe it's 180. I don't know why I had 200. War elephant and cavalry, so 130 plus 50. So it's 180. Pardon me. So does that again? So here, let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this real quick. So against the Bengalis, that 180, does it become 135? Or does it become well, what would it be? 120. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't understand Age of Empires mathematics. Maybe I'm not that smart. Maybe I'm not as smart as I think I am. In any event, somebody let me know in the comments what it works out to be. I guess I could just watch one of the elephants get hit by the flaming camel and actually just see the HP that goes down. But it's easier. I'm lazy sometimes. I'll leave it up to you. So again, is it 120 or 135 against the Bengali elephant? Or is it something completely different and my mathematics is just completely wrong? Because 120, no, it wouldn't be 120. Pardon me. Oh my God, I am embarrassed. It would be, anyway, I'm not going to do this while I do the review. Somebody in the comments will know. Somebody must have seen a Spirit of the Law video that I missed. In any event, Light Cavalry is the name of the game. Ooh, but tied for first with Elephant Archers. 22 flaming camels, 5 of them still alive, so 17 have given their lives for the Tatar victory. 26 in the queue. 100. This is why you can't let Hera into your base. 130 Hussars, 60 villager kills, skirmishers, cav archers at the end of the day. Both of these were mostly early to late. Oh my God. Early to late is basically the entire Castle Age unit. I don't think we really saw very many of them in the Imperial. Maybe some stragglers left over from the Castle Age. Peak APM for Heart is pretty damn high right at the beginning of the game. APM for Hera right at the end. Literally, wow, 15 seconds before the end of the game for Hera. And that just shows you why he is just microing all of these small groups of units. And like I said, if you take your eyes off this, it would have been 31 dead elephants instead of 10. And then you're might win here for a little bit, but then you got no more elephants. Or if you're microing this, then you're not microing here. And Hera's Hussars, who have carved a path for themselves with this one open space, one open tile, are definitely going to run amok inside your base and go for the jugular. 7,000, maybe 8,000 resources difference. That's like 7,500 in part thanks to the gold, but let's see where the difference is. 1 extra castle's worth of stone. Gold, even though Hera got 3 relics to 2 and did get about 800 more gold than his opponent, ultimately did mine a little bit less, but look at the food income for our Tatar and look at the wood is identical. So really it's the food. And this is where if you're going elephants and light cavalry units, you can't be behind 7,500 food. You just can't be. 5 conversions to 1. Raising's also not a big deal so far in this game, just because, again, the players really did wait until Imperial Age, and then they got their armies. This is basically played out like an arena game, to be honest. Everyone rushed their butts up to Castle. They got the relics. Then they got to Imperial. Then we got to see big ol' armies fight. And unfortunately, game-changing unit comes out. Elephants fall. And with them fall the hopes of our Bengali and Red. Hera takes the W, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.